During the early years of the Clone Wars, the Dark Jedi and Sith assassin Asajj Ventress was known for wielding two red-bladed lightsabers, a gift that was provided to her by Count Dooku after becoming his assassin and secret Sith apprentice. A master of the Jar-Kai style of lightsaber combat, a style that she had long used since taking up her former Jedi Master's lightsaber to use alongside her own following his death, Ventress's two red-bladed lightsabers could be wielded separately to allow her to utilize her proficiency of Jar-Kai, or join together to form a double-bladed lightsaber. However, even before the end of the Clone Wars, Ventress's personal lightsaber would change from the two red-bladed lightsabers given to her by Dooku to a rare yellow-bladed lightsaber. In this video expose, I will describe the events that precipitated Asajj Ventress's abandoning of her two red-bladed lightsabers with curved hilts, and her acquiring a yellow-bladed lightsaber with a standard cylindrical hilt, which was a pretty significant change in personal lightsabers for the Dark Jedi and master of the Jar-Kai style of lightsaber combat. Upon Asajj Ventress's initial training under Jedi Knight Kynaric, she utilized a green lightsaber with a standard cylindrical hilt. However, upon Master Naric's death, she adopted his similar green lightsaber, which would have initiated her learning and use of the Jar-Kai style of lightsaber combat. It is likely that these green lightsabers would have been Ventress's primary lightsabers before her Sith apprenticeship under Count Dooku during the Clone Wars. When Ventress's power in the dark side attracted the attention of Count Dooku, a member of the Sith Order as Darth Tyrannus, Ventress was recruited by Dooku and made his dark side assassin and secret Sith apprentice. As previously mentioned, it was upon this apprenticeship under Dooku when she was given two red-bladed lightsabers from him, which would be the lightsabers that fans of the Clone Wars TV series would most recognize and associate with Ventress. Like the lightsaber of her new master, Dooku, Ventress's two red-bladed lightsabers had curved hilts, rather than the standard cylindrical hilt of her former green lightsaber used when she was the apprentice of Jedi Kynaric. Even after Ventress was betrayed by Dooku when he attempted to kill her, she continued to wield the two red-bladed lightsabers that were given to her by him. So how was it that Ventress came to ultimately abandon her two red-bladed lightsabers and adopt a single-bladed yellow lightsaber? Ventress's use of the red lightsabers came to an end when they were stolen from her by Jedi Padawan Barriss Offee, who stole them from Ventress in an attempt to frame her for the bombing of the Jedi Temple and murder of a number of clone troopers, and for Barriss to conceal her own guilt in the bombing plot. Following her betrayal by Dooku, Ventress changed careers from assassin to bounty hunter, wherein she ultimately accepted a bounty from the Galactic Senate for the capture of Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano, who was wanted for crimes against the Republic, as it was suspected that she carried out the bombing of the Jedi Temple, and not Barriss. When Ventress was able to successfully apprehend Ahsoka and take her into custody, Ahsoka was able to work out a deal with Ventress, wherein Ventress would aid Ahsoka in clearing her name in relation to the bombing, and Ahsoka would advocate on the behalf of Ventress to the Jedi Council and Galactic Senate for her pardoning, relating to her role as a separatist war criminal and apprentice of Count Dooku. When Ventress and Ahsoka returned to Ventress's hideout on level 1312 of Coruscant, Ahsoka contacted her friend Barriss for assistance, and after Ahsoka and Ventress unsuccessfully attempted to find evidence of Ahsoka's innocence in an abandoned munitions warehouse on level 1315, Ahsoka and Ventress parted ways with a confirmation of their previously agreed to deal. When returning to her hideout, Ventress was ambushed by Barriss, who was able to knock the bounty hunter unconscious using a metal pipe. Intending to frame Ahsoka and Ventress for her crimes related to the Jedi Temple bombing, Barriss stole Ventress's two red-bladed lightsabers. Ultimately, following the lead provided by Ventress that Barriss was the only individual Ahsoka and her contacted, and therefore it was most likely Barriss who stole her lightsabers, Anakin Skywalker was able to successfully confront Barriss in her chambers at the Jedi Temple, and uncovered that Barriss was indeed in possession of Ventress's lightsabers, thereby allowing Anakin to save his Padawan Ahsoka and find that Barriss was the true perpetrator of the Jedi Temple bombing. Following the events with Ahsoka, wherein her two red-bladed lightsabers were stolen, Asajj Ventress was left in need of a new lightsaber. Having left Coruscant and the core worlds altogether, Ventress acquired a new gunship, which she aptly named the Banshee, and from which she began working her bounty hunter business out of. It was during this time that Ventress acquired her rare yellow-bladed lightsaber from the black market to replace the lightsabers that had been stolen from her. Unlike her previous red lightsabers, the new yellow lightsaber did not have a curved hilt. Rather, it had a standard cylindrical hilt. Therefore, Ventress's new yellow-bladed lightsaber was a fairly significant change for her, not just in the aesthetics of the lightsaber, but also due to the fact that it would necessitate a change in Ventress's lightsaber combat style, as she could no longer utilize the Jarkai style of combat that she had come to master. However, it should be noted once again that Ventress was first trained with a single-bladed lightsaber with a standard cylindrical hilt under her Jedi Master Kai Narek. The other interesting aspect of Ventress's new lightsaber is the fact of how rare yellow-bladed lightsabers are in the new canon, wherein the first time they were introduced into the canon was with the Jedi Temple Guards' yellow-bladed lightsaber pikes. Asajj Ventress would go on to use the yellow-bladed lightsaber throughout her mission with Quinlan Vos and until her death at the hands of Count Dooku. So there we have it. How Asajj Ventress came to lose her two red-bladed lightsabers that were given to her by Count Dooku and adopt a new yellow-bladed lightsaber. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me, for Attorney at Law Padme.